What up, fam? Y'all see we got some more EWU body cam, man. We got Drawbridge accidentally ends horrifically. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I be scared when I'm going across some things. They know they be having the little lights telling you can go when to stop, but I be wondering like, dang, what if it just changed or something? Will it just change like that fast? You up there, something happen? I don't know. Y'all already know the routine, man. Get your snacks and everything. Let's go ahead and tap in. Let's get into the video.
There's a lady on the bicycle when the bridge was going up, right?
I turned around and I saw that she wasn't past that gate yet.
Was the gate down when you noticed that?
It was going down because our gate went down.
Okay.
That's her bike right there.
Her bike?
Yep. Must have fallen off the bridge and landed there.
Goodness gracious.
There is no camera that kind of just records everything that's happening here.
No, we have no cameras there.
No cameras?
I swear to God, I don't know how this happened.
And I told my roommate, I was like, I don't think she made it. And she was like, oh no, like it's their job in the tower to kind of make sure everybody's cleared.
Oh my God.
Right.
On January 6, 2022, a sunny afternoon takes a dark turn when a cyclist in West Palm Beach, Florida begins crossing the Royal Park Bridge. When the bridge begins to open before she makes it to the other side, horrified bystanders are left to witness an unthinkable tragedy. As detectives investigate, a shocking secret is uncovered, leaving them determined to expose the truth and those who tried to bury it.
Am I going to
How
jail?
to bury it?
The following report is based on official police records.
What do you think they're trying to cover it up because they messed up? Like, that person was supposed to make sure everybody was cleared.
Right.
And you miss it, and now you're trying to hide that you messed up, your mistake. Oh boy.
Am I going to jail?
The following report is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before. Just after 1 p.m., an officer with the West Palm Beach Police Department arrives at the bridge to meet with a witness, Brian, who has more information about the unfolding situation.
What happened?
There's a lady on the bicycle when the bridge was going up,
She's
right?
on this part?
On this part. And she was about where they like 30, 40, 50 feet up as the bridge was going up, right? And so he's yelling at her, I'm yelling, get off, get off. She just stayed on it as it was going up, and when it got to be like a 40-degree angle, he tried to grab her. She's on the concrete down
She
here.
landed-
You can see her. She's on this landing.
Oh, she's still down?
Lean over, yeah. You see the bicycle over there? Stand here
Oh, boy.
and look to the back left corner. See the bicycle?
Oh, yeah.
It's there, and she's there too. But she went head first right there
wow.
on the bridge.
Wow. That's...
Man.
Okay.
Brian shows the officer this chilling image of Carol he managed to capture from inside his vehicle, mere seconds before she slipped through the gap in the bridge.
Damn.
Another witness, Diego, describes his desperate attempt to save her life.
Yo venía aquí y dijo help, help. Y yo traté la manera de agarrar su mano.
Yeah.
Pero si yo hubiera agarrado, me iba a ir con ella.
Yeah, no.
Beneath the bridge, another officer is faced with the sobering reality of just how far the victim fell. The area below, known as the bascule pit, descends another 40 to 50 feet down.
Did you guys have a ladder down there? Wait, this?
There's that kind of ladder right below us.
Oh, below us.
So we're going to take these stairs and go down to the next level. Then you can use those stairs. You'll see the
My math might be wrong or whatnot, but ain't that like about 80 to most 100 feet? Because she was up like 50 feet, they said before or whatever. When she fall, he gonna fall another 40 to plus feet.
Oh.
Head first.
Head first. Ooh.
down to her.
Okay, and
That's her bike right there.
her bike.
Yep. Must have
Fallen.
off the bridge and landed there.
Goodness gracious. Okay.
The cyclist would later be identified as 79-year-old Carol Wright. Alongside her bike, officers discovered a shopping bag with recently purchased books and a business card offering her services as a freelance writer. Another witness named Annabelle would later describe passing Carol on the bridge just moments before the disaster.
She was walking with her bike, and she was shuffling her feet with really tiny steps, and it didn't look like she could walk very fast. And so I kind of smiled and waved the common thing, and we kept walking. Towards the island is when we heard the bells start going off, and my roommate and I hurried off to get into the clear before the arm came down. I turned around and I saw that she wasn't past that gate yet.
Was the gate down when you noticed that?
It was going down because our gate went down.
Okay.
And I told my roommate, I was like, I don't think she made it. And she was like, oh no, like it's their job in the tower to kind of make sure everybody's cleared.
Investigators will soon
That's what he's
speak
trying
with
to
the
hide.
bridge's operator, 43-year-old Tisha Polk, unaware of the disturbing details that will later surface as they search for the truth. Below the bridge, first responders are faced with a daunting challenge.
How are they gonna get her out? I don't know.
I work.
So they're gonna have to come back from it?
No.
I mean, I'm not decided that that team that does that aerial. Yeah, we have to. We'll call CID and see if they. I mean, it looks accidental at this point.
West Palm Beach Fire Rescue carefully brought Carol to the surface using a tripod and pulley system. Her death was ruled an accident, but investigators would eventually uncover a darker truth and a deliberate attempt to hide it. Before they speak to the bridge operator, her supervisor, 50-year-old Kathy Harper, answers a critical question.
So when the bridge tender is opening the bridge, is he or she able to see if there is anyone near the guardrail?
No.
There's no visual there?
No, because when they're at the control panel, you're like over further.
Okay.
So you have to walk away from the control panel in order to see it.
And they are physically operating the
They're
control?
supposed to, yes.
Okay.
Kathy's husband Tom, who also works as a bridge operator, demonstrated these procedures for investigators, who now saw the alarming speed at which the spans open.
Bridge prepare to open. Please move beyond the nearest traffic and pedestrian gates. Gotcha. Bridge is going up. Please remain behind the gates.
But he went out and look.
Rising simultaneously, each
think
span
so.
reaches its full height in just under 60 seconds, leaving anyone caught on the bridge with little to no time to react.
Yeah, I'm moving
So,
fast.
how long have you been in this bridge tower?
9 years.
9 years. And since you've been in the bridge tower, you go out on the balcony to look?
Every time.
See?
Okay. And you expect that of anything else, correct?
That's right. Because it's straight lines. You cannot see.
So it's no excuse.
So,
The supervisor's trying to lie, but get out and look. Like they tell truck drivers, get out and look.
Look and make sure that nobody's on.
Because he even admit it's
Clear.
blind spot, so that's why you got to go out and look. She didn't.
Yeah.
She didn't.
This side of the bridge. You cannot see traffic. You can't see the gates. You can't see pedestrians.
Investigators question Tisha, the bridge operator, at the time of the incident, but her explanation only raises suspicion.
Today there was a guy running across, so I let him finish running across.
Which way was he going? Towards Palm Beach?
Yes,
Okay.
so I walked out and I watched him go across to make sure he was across. I looked back over here, there was nobody there. So I go back and close the gates. Walk back out, make sure there's still nobody there. And then I do all the turning. And before I open the bridge, you have to walk back out. I walk back out, make sure there's still nobody there.
How many different times do you come out onto that balcony to check before the bridge
3 times.
opens? How many?
3 times.
3 different times.
Yes.
You did that today?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I don't understand where she came from.
You didn't see anybody. The only person you saw on the bridge was a guy that was.
I mean to stop it, but let me clear this up. Allegedly, she didn't go out and look.
Yeah.
Let's clear that.
Did you see anybody different on the bridge?
There was nobody, just that guy that was running across.
This may be a red flag for investigators who have statements from multiple witnesses who were on the bridge just before the opening. After Carol's tragic fall, one of the witnesses, Brian, tried to alert Tisha by using the tower's call box, but initially got no response.
Like 10 minutes later, a guy came, he was knocking on the door, I came down, told me a lady fell in the water.
Okay.
That she was looking, trying to look, like to see inside the span.
Interestingly, Brian's statements to
We got
police
her
make
picture.
no mention of this. If Tisha truly checked the sidewalk multiple times, it seems unlikely she would have missed
would've missed
Carol or the other pedestrians.
Exactly.
The real truth of the matter remains to be seen as investigators search for a way to verify her story. Collecting evidence, however, would be easier said than done.
There is no camera that kind of just records everything that's happening here?
No, we have no cameras that record.
Okay,
So what are those cameras?
interesting.
This is a state
This is
run
a
bridge,
state
right?
It's not
Correct.
county?
No, it's not camera.
Okay.
Despite this setback, the city of West Palm Beach would later retrieve data from their own cameras. Meanwhile, a closer look at Tisha's background unveils a troubling criminal history, including several misdemeanor and felony charges.
Do you have a procedure where she would have to get like drug tested out of the
Yes,
accident?
yes.
You take her right now?
As soon as you guys release her, I'm gonna do a walk with her real quick, and then I'm gonna talk to her.
Kathy would later tell investigators Tisha's test results were negative. However, Tisha wasn't sent to a medical facility for further testing, and the sample was discarded, leaving them to take Kathy's word for it. Though Kathy isn't telling them everything she knows, evidence will later emerge on Tisha's cell phone that fills in the blanks. For now, investigators look for other explanations for what happened.
Is there any distractions that occurred that would have taken your mind or your attention away from the bridge?
No.
Not at any time? Any of the bridge drawings that you got? So.
So the phone didn't ring?
No, you're not allowed to be on the phone when you're doing the opening.
Is there a TV in there?
Yes.
Do you watch
You have to
TV?
turn the TV off when you're doing the opening.
No calls on the bridge phone or on your personal phone?
No.
Okay. Like, would anybody call you during the day if they knew you were at work, or do they know not to call you?
My kids call me all day long.
Okay. If you knew you were going to open the bridge, but do you put your phone on silent? Do you turn it off? Like, what would you do with your cell phone?
I leave it on the counter.
Okay.
If it rings, I just let it
Ignore
ring.
it?
Yes.
Okay.
To verify her story, police obtain a search warrant for her phone. What they find leaves investigators in utter shock and makes it clear that more than one person has been lying to them all along. Now, Tisha is brought in for a final interview, where they prepare to reveal what they now know.
You remember us?
I'm not going to jail.
Well, let's explain some stuff to you.
Going to jail, you know you did something wrong.
Detectives read Tisha her Miranda rights before delivering the news.
Let me tell you, since that day, I've been out at my house. I don't go nowhere. I stay at home. I don't even answer my phone. Got the news people sitting at my house. Got the news people calling my phone. I don't leave my house. My kids, I don't even send my kids to school.
I know it's been tough. I get it. It's been tough.
Oh my God.
Have you had time to kind of think back? Because I know a lot of times when things happen and we talk to the people that are involved the day of, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, a week, a month later, they think, oh, I forgot that this happened, or I forgot that happened. Nothing that you remember that you're like, oh, I should have told the officers this, or I should have explained this a different way. No? I know you probably thought about what happened a million times in your head and went over.
Yeah, I still don't know. I still don't know. Let me tell you, I watched that guy run. I let the guy run across the bridge. That lady was not there. Went in and did my announcements. Went back outside and checked. She still wasn't there.
Apparently she
However,
was.
according to Annabelle's witness statement, there may have been no warning at all.
Do you remember at any time after you heard the bells, did you hear any kind of audible, verbal announcement from anybody?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
But that man do. But he do it.
There.
You went outside on the balcony and checked?
Yes. You have to 3 times.
According to city cameras, despite 6 bridge openings that day, Tisha is only seen on the balcony a total of 3 times. The last recorded time was at 9:03 a.m., 4 hours before Carol's death.
If we told you that,
she knows she's lying.
We made it's possible that you didn't. What would you say to that?
There is video that shows the bridge tower from the east side.
Yeah.
You were not there.
The side of the door to the balcony's on.
Okay.
This ain't okay. Like, just tell the truth.
Just I need to go out there.
They know it's a camera.
We're asking you if you went out there.
I swear I went out there and watched that man run across.
Detectives prepare to confront Tisha with a concerning series of texts they unearthed. Though these are far from the worst ones they discovered.
Oh, wait, let me go back. I didn't see the other one.
The texts they unearthed.
She dropped her phone, went for it, fell in. Ain't nobody told you.
Though these are far from the worst ones they
She
discovered.
dropped her phone.
You know we have your phone, okay? Question I have. There was text messages in there that and actually kind of make it seem like you actually saw her. There's a text message in there. I think it's
3 days later?
Yeah, 3 or 2 days later, saying something about
she
dropped.
That's what they told me probably. That's what
What?
they works with me told me probably happened. She dropped her phone. She went over and reached for it. That's what they told me. That's probably what happened.
So that's not something that you actually saw.
No.
Okay. Just had to clear that up.
No.
Okay.
Because I saw that on a text message and a Facebook message to somebody that you said that.
Yeah. No. That's what they told me. I swear to God, I did not.
But you say nobody.
That's what they told me. She probably bent over and I didn't see her. I swear to God, I did not say that. I didn't say it like that, but that's what I was told.
That wasn't something that you came up with yourself?
No, that's what the people I work with were saying. She probably bent over to pick up something.
Is that, and for the people we're talking about, your supervisor and
Tom?
Tom, yeah.
Additional text found on her phone finally revealed the heartbreaking truth of what led to Carol's death. Between 12:52 p.m. and 1:06 p.m., when her attention should have been on the bridge, Tisha was texting a contact labeled mother-in-law. In a startling twist, police reports identified this phone number as belonging to Tisha's supervisor, Kathy Harper. At 3:20 p.m., Kathy stated, "Make sure you tell them you walked outside on the balcony," followed by, "Delete this." For unknown reasons, Tisha is not confronted with any of this during her interrogation. Instead, the conversation turns to the consequences she will now face for her actions.
Lock her up.
So he's being charged with manslaughter.
The culpable negligence.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is.
What is that?
It's a second-degree felony.
Let me joke.
Well, that's not up to us. It could be long. It could be short.
I mean, yeah, there are state guidelines to how long.
But that's not up to us.
That's how long that kind of charge carries sentence-wise, and that's not up to us. It's up to the state.
And the people taking off
my life with
The supervisors, you need to go to jail too.
I would never do nothing to hurt nobody.
Investigators allow Tisha a phone call, and the grim reality of her situation begins to settle in for her and her family.
Tell the truth.
Yes. Hey, Papa. Yes. Hey, baby.
Listen, you need a lawyer.
I know.
It's a lawyer.
I know.
Stick to what you were saying.
I opened the bridge. I am to blame. You know, I opened the bridge. I don't know. I was working. I killed that lady. It was an accident, but I didn't. That didn't.
You should have just been real at first.
What are you talking about?
See, they didn't know probably.
They charging me with manslaughter, Papa.
I know, you didn't do it on purpose.
No, I didn't.
But she's lying.
You didn't see the video. Come on, now, that's what I'm saying. How you don't got no video cameras?
They do.
They don't know what really happened.
They do got it.
They do.
I think it's that people don't have no kind of heart for the other person's life. They will know that that person did something wrong, but don't even care about that other person's life or their family or none of that stuff. Just stick to what you told them the first time, this and that.
Boy, it's
crazy. She knew that she was wrong. That's all she had to do was admit that at first.
You was wrong, that you did not go out there and check. It is video
She
camera.
probably would have got in trouble still, but it probably wouldn't have been to the extent of what she's going to be in trouble with now for lying. And the supervisor need to be in trouble.
Exactly, because you telling her to say that you, oh my God.
And she was out there lying too.
Video show her she was on the bridge, Papa.
Huh?
The video show her she was on the bridge.
She was on the bridge?
Yeah.
So just stop popping around.
A later report of Carol's injuries would reveal that she sustained multiple broken bones and suffered severe blunt force trauma to the head, despite wearing a bicycle helmet at the time of her fall. On March 17th, 2 months following Carol's death, 43-year-old Tisha Polk was arrested and placed on a $20,000 bond. According to news reports, 5 days later, on March 22nd, 2024, Tisha and Kathy were both fired from Florida Drawbridges Incorporated. Tisha initially pleaded not guilty to her charges and was facing 9 to 15 years in prison if convicted. With the approval of Carol's family, Tisha ultimately agreed to accept a deal, pleading guilty to second-degree felony manslaughter. She was sentenced to 2 days in jail, with 2 days credit for time served, and placed on an 8-year probation, the terms of which included 200 hours of community service and a permanent ban from working at any job operating heavy machinery. She was also ordered to write a letter of apology to Carol Wright's family. However, in April of 2023, she was found in violation of this probation after a routine drug test came back positive for a controlled substance. Drawing questions about the supposed drug test, her supervisor, Kathy, claimed she passed after the incident. After this violation, it was discovered she never began her community service and never wrote her letter of apology to Carol's family. For violating the probation, additional conditions were added, including a curfew and a substance abuse evaluation. According to news reports, Carol's family won an $8.2 million settlement against Florida Drawbridges Incorporated in July of 2022. As part of the settlement agreement, the company instituted criminal background checks, new training for bridge operators, and routine audits with out-of-area supervisors. Additionally, all bridge tenders are now required to watch a 23-minute video on Carol Wright's life. Kathy Harper was not charged with any crimes related to Carol Wright's death.
R.I.P., man. That's crazy. The Lion supervisor, bro. She should have got some more. Man.
Yeah, but I think the family, tell her take a plea deal. So I guess that's why she got lesser time. But then you didn't even write him an apology letter, and you didn't do your community service. I mean, god dang, I would have been crying and telling him I didn't mean to do it. I didn't check.
I feel like
that would have broke me, knowing that I was that negligent.
Then you lied about the drug test and all this and that. And the lady,
man, it's like they didn't even care about that. Carol,
the other person's life.
They didn't care about her life, man.
Lied.
Oh, then she was just doing delivering books, right?
I think she was delivering books and stuff like that. And man,
that whole situation is sad, man.
Yeah, you gotta watch people, man. They
especially at these jobs, but
you see how the other man did. He went out, he showed how he do it, and go out and check 3 times.
Right.
She didn't do that. If she would have just been right the first time and said that she didn't do that, then everything would have been alright. But y'all let us know y'all thoughts down below.
Right.
We catch y'all next video.
Catch y'all next one.